makes it 10 times. I can't stand Arsenal.
If they compare him to Marcelo one more time, it might just drive me fucking up a wall. Cannot stand Bruno at all.
Mikel Arteta is the gaffer of the hated 11 for sure.
We're back. Still got to keep growing his hair as well.
I'm sick of hearing about him now, to be fair.
He Rooney came out and said the same thing.
Yeah. It was annoying. Before we go into that, Skeleton Crew, all of our pod friends are busy again.
All right. The real ones showing up.
Yeah. The ones that make the most sense when we're talking. The others are just token gestures.
We'll do our best.
Yeah. I'm sick of hearing about the United trying to go now. And especially when it starts to overtake, it's the limelight of that rather than United winning 4 on a bounce. And, but
yeah,
it is what it is. It was a good gimmick. And if I was him, I'd just fucking shave it off now.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon he's happy because he gets to carry on being relevant? Or do you reckon he's absolutely good because he's got a massive fucking mop of hair?
I mean, probably both, but he's sponsored the fuck out of himself now. He's got hair care products. He's sponsored by fucking steak betting company last night on his live stream.
It's made his life.
Yeah, he said he's giving some money to charity and stuff, which is, happy days, but how much is he going to give to charity? The guy's got 1 million followers. He's making bank. So
should have done the same thing.
He's kind of probably annoyed that he has to carry that hair around, but he's probably like, oh well, there's another fucking 6 months that I can do this for and get more money for it. So.
Yeah, there's always something you can do with the hair.
Yeah.
Tie it back.
Fucking braid it, something.
Yep.
But anyway, he's yeah. I want to get straight into the City and Liverpool game from this weekend. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a absolutely boring first half.
Yeah.
But then second half, it was a great game.
Yeah.
Really good game of football.
Yeah, I think it was a boring first half because Liverpool didn't really do anything in the first half. City controlled, and it was almost like Liverpool was sitting in and saying, "You're not gonna beat us," but offered absolutely nothing going forward. And then the second half, it was like a completely different Liverpool team, played well, and the game could have gone either way. Obviously, up until the first goal.
I'm not so sure it should have been a penalty. I can see why it's given, but again, I just don't know. There's been so many of them this year in the Premier League that's not been given.
Yeah.
And for that to be given, it was okay.
I mean, I said it in a group, then it's just tough because he's obviously got his shot off and then got clattered into. And I get people saying anyone else on the pitch is going to be a foul, but he's almost had the advantage and had the shot. It wasn't like the Alisson taking him out affected the shot at all. Yeah. Obviously, him closing him down affected it, but yeah, I don't know, but I wasn't surprised they give it. I wasn't surprised VAR held it up because I just don't know if there's any clear rule on it. And obviously, once he gives the pen on the field, I don't reckon if he doesn't give it, then it's never gonna go back and be what I think.
Yeah, if he doesn't give it, they're not gonna say, hey, you missed one there. Mm-hmm. But now that he's given it, they're like, well, yeah, it's a foul. So, but yeah, I mean. I don't know. You see them every week. I think there was one for Gyökeres last week. He scored, but he got absolutely cleaned out just after he scored, and there was nothing spoken to that player that did it. So I don't know. It's a weird one. I always seem to think you get away with them a lot, even if you miss. But
yeah, I mean, it's a mad last 15 minutes of the game, wasn't it?
I missed the last 15 because I was on the way to work or I was just started work. But then I watched it when I got home. Oh my goodness! What's your take on the red card, no goal?
It's tough, but I think just no Liverpool fan is gonna complain. No City fan is gonna complain. I think it was Pep even came out and said it. Just give the goal, make it 3-1, let them go home. Counter of that is what about if they end up winning the league title on 1 goal difference, so
or losing it on 1 goal difference now.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean at the time I was like, can we just give the goal and fuck off home and no complaints,
I didn't
What
see
do you
any of
think?
the Liverpool game today. But obviously Szoboszlai wasn't playing. And did Endo start at right back? Or
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, Gomez came on for him, but
he
I don't
got
know
injured,
what.
right?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know what Calvin Ramsey has to do to get a game. Like, I know a lot of Liverpool fans have been calling for him to get in, and he's just like not even getting a look in. And I know it's hard to just like throw a player who hasn't even played in there, but I mean, he's got to be half decent, and he's actually a fucking right back, you know.
I
So
think I think Premier League managers are worried and scared of that. Like actually playing the youth players.
yeah,
You know, I've always obviously grown up with you're good enough, you're old enough, and watching, Scholes, Beckham, Neville come through and be 17, 18-year-old lads playing football, and then Rooney at 17, 18 coming in and playing. And I'm always used to that, seeing
yeah.
new blood. And I don't know, I just think Premier League managers are scared to play the youth kids.
With Ramsey though, I mean, look it up. I don't even think he's that young. I think he might be like 22 or something. So it's not like he's a 17. Watch, you'll look it up now. It'll be 17, but I don't think he's that young. And
He's 22, yeah. Calvin Ramsey was born in 31st July 2003. Jesus Christ, that makes me
he can't.
fucking
He's
young.
not. He can't be 22. Though.
That makes
No,
me feel
but
well old.
no, but just throw him in, give him a chance. Like he's
Yeah,
got
well,
to have something about him for Liverpool to have signed him. He
yeah,
is
exactly.
actually a right back. Like, so what? Why are we playing under that? Like, by all means, like they defended well today and beat Sunderland. But
The first
yeah,
home loss for Sunderland this year, right?
yeah, mad that, innit?
Crazy. They've done so well this year. Where did I see? Van Dijk scored today, right? I tried to read the Athletic report straight after, just before we got on air, but didn't have time. But yeah, I don't know. Like playing a holding mid who's deputised at centre back and now put him at right back, and now he's gone off injured. Like
Yeah,
you missed Szoboszlai for this game because of that shitty, stupid red card. Like who says that Szoboszlai plays and he plays right back, which he's been doing, but doesn't get injured, maybe sets up a goal or whatever. But now that's had a knock-on effect for Endo coming in. He's had an injury. So
yeah,
like, what
the
are
cursed
Liverpool
right back
actually going to
position.
do at right back now?
Yeah, got to give him a chance, Calvin Ramsey. I mean, no, I mean he has a right back. Joe Gomez can play at right back. He played Szoboszlai there, and yeah, he obviously scored that banger of a free kick on Sunday. But
Which goal that
was he at fault for the first goal? Not stepping up.
Maybe, but that free kick was unreal. The balls on Donnarumma though as well for that free kick.
I know.
Just a two-man wall, and he's like, "Nah, I've got this," and he didn't even fucking move.
I said it to McKenna, but it was like when he was lining up for it, I was like, he's got to pass it or change the angle or something from here. He's not going to beat Donnarumma from
He's
35.
absolutely wellied it. It's unbelievable. Keeps you in the top four race a little bit there now with that win today.
It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously United dropping points, Chelsea dropping points. It keeps it interesting. Villa won in the last 10 minutes today, so they're still up there.
Yeah, so Arsenal 56, City 53. They play tomorrow, Arsenal against Brentford at Brentford, which is not an easy game.
They're going to crack, aren't they? They're going
mate.
to crack under the pressure. It'll be 3 points, and it's gone.
I hope the apple crumble means the Arsenal crumble meme comes out, because that'd be so good. All the stick we got off that little fucking the thing. I'm not even going to go back into it, because they do think they're a big club. They've won one fucking trophy in 20 odd years. It's just baffling that they think they're massive because they've got a gold trophy.
It would be
They lost 5 times that year and they got Invincibles.
Yeah,
It's fucking shite.
it would be. Yeah, I mean, if Brentford go do a job on them tomorrow, and speaking about job, what a job Keith Andrews has been.
Yeah,
been
mate.
doing at Brentford.
I had him to go down. I had him to fucking probably first be sacked. Our predictions. Yeah, he's got Brentford 7th place, 39 points.
Yeah, they're flying.
Played one. This is the thing with the league though this year. You can't really take account for that. Brentford have played 25 games, won 12, drawn 3, and lost 10, and they're 7th.
Yeah,
Like it just doesn't make sense this year, this Premier League.
Well, how many points they are?
39.
Okay.
3 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah, and even Everton are like right
And
there as well.
that's what game in hand. Brentford win tomorrow, they go above you.
Even now after winning today.
Yeah.
That's updated. Jesus.
Because they've got 1 game in hand on you. Your goal difference is 6, theirs is 5.
Okay.
So if they win 1-0, you'd absolutely join. They win 2-0, they go above you.
Go above us on alphabetical order.
But even like Everton are 8th.
Yeah. And they've been so up and down this year.
10 wins, 9 losses, 7 draws.
There you go.
It's
like,
mental.
You never know what you're going to get from them.
No, it's mental. Yeah, I don't think Arsenal are going to slip up. I actually think they'll go on and win the league. I think, they've got more chance than any team, any time. But if they slip up tomorrow, then there's going to be questions asked. Like, the nerves are going to fucking start jangling.
100%, even a draw, even if Brentford nick a draw or whatever tomorrow. And that's the only thing I will say about like the weekend. Obviously, it was shit to lose the game in the way that we did, but just being so far out of it, and I know we've still got the top 4 to think about, but being so far out of the title race, City coming back, it was a bit like, all right, at least it makes it more interesting because...
Yeah, I mean, it's a massive momentum swing for Man City from the last 2 games, like beating you lot late, cruising through Fulham today, before Arsenal play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of pressure on them. I can see Arsenal winning tomorrow for sure, but Brentford are no pushover. So, we'll see what happens there. But Havertz is out injured now. He's been playing well recently for them since he come back. So, we'll see. I wanted to talk about Eze at Arsenal real quick. I don't know what he's got to do to get a game.
No.
We talked about Amarin destroying Mainu, and I think on Gary Lineker's podcast he come out and said, in jest, it was very jokingly, but he said Mainu should sue Amarin. He's took a year out of his career by putting him on the bench.
Yeah.
Eze was one of the brightest players in the Premier League last year. Fair enough, he was at Palace, but Palace were doing well, and he just can't get a start for Arsenal.
Well, could you even argue he was one of the brightest players for that when he signed that? Like,
yeah, he was great when he signed.
He was scoring goals. He was making things happen. He looked lively, and then
is he too flashy for an Arteta style? Very robotic, rigid, worked under Pep, and wants that style of play. I don't know. So he's unbelievable player. I think Eze's fantastic. So it just pains me to see all these English players like not getting what they deserve, really.
I mean, yeah, time will tell, but it almost draws parallels to like a Jack Grealish situation at City, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jack Grealish went to City and he was unreal.
Yeah.
And then he just become a Pep robot.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and I hope, like, I don't know, something changes, but the way how pragmatic like Arteta is, I don't know what will change, and then England suffer come the World Cup because a player like Eze isn't, hasn't got the match practice, and he's been coaching a way to play very methodical, very robotic, and I mean, the whole different topic. Tuchel will probably be the same way, but
we might cover an international one next week because I want to do kind of a predicted like squad for the World Cup. Who goes, who plays, and because looking at the midfield options we've got, it's mental.
Yeah.
So we'll table that, but talk about it next week maybe.
You know what? What I will say about England is obviously we've been lacking in like for centre backs for the last couple of tournaments, but Gahey the other day was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, that was another point. Gay's fantastic. Why were Liverpool booing him?
I don't know. It's so stupid. Like we were talking about that in another group chat. Like
he wanted to sign. He was
having his medical.
Yeah. Palace called him back. It had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got booed.
and he had an absolutely unreal game. I was reading something that he's won 4 games against Liverpool this season.
Yes, medal.
But
Oh,
here
hello!
he is.
Yes! Jason!
I just like making cameo appearances.
Just
Love it.
randomly could pop up in any discussion topic. We were just talking about Gahey.
What about Marquez?
Why were you
How
booing
good
him
he
the
is.
other day?
Yeah, why were Liverpool booing him the other day?
I think I don't think people understand the world of a transfer, like, because I think that there's the emotional part that he's all signed up and ready to go to Liverpool, and then people always say, like, who's the last person United signed? They were like, oh yeah, I've been dreaming about coming to United, and you're like, well, you were on the books with somebody else like last week. So like I think it's that kind of moment, and things change quickly. And you
Yeah,
just
but it
take the
weren't him though.
confidence.
It was Palace. Palace called him back. It was not on him. Like they cancelled it.
You see that music? Yeah, but he then went to someone else. You know what I mean? Like, you should have waited till
Are you at the same pump as last week?
What?
Are you at the exact same pump as last week?
I'm exact same place.
Yeah, these are filling up you, don't you?
I do, but I just pulled the thing because I was distracted talking to you right out. I forgot to clip. I got petrol all over the floor. Jesus. Best leave for somebody podcast.
I'm like in matches.
Right, I'm hot enough.
What are your takes from this weekend's game for Liverpool?
I don't know. I think. Listen, I got this weird notion that I still want Arsenal to win the league because they'll be unbearable. Obviously, I'd never want Liverpool to lose, but put City back on top, didn't he? Puts them in contention. But I don't know, for Liverpool, I think it was just like, I think the problems that we have all season is just there, and when you have a team of that quality, they can just be exploited. I don't agree that Sublet should be sent off. I don't think he's denying a goal scoring opportunity because the ball went into the goal. Like, I feel that just eradicates all that conversation.
It's true. There's a goal.
Like, it's not like he pulled down Haaland and then got to like flick the ball away or something. Like, or Haaland can get shot off. Like, if the ball's going in, so why you send him off? So I think that's just bollocks. But
yeah, common sense should have prevailed, but there's no ruling for common sense with Premier League referees. We spoke about that. We spoke about City being 3 points off Arsenal now, with Arsenal to play Brentford tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to move into something that you said on the pod. Thomas Frank got fired.
Thomas Frank, I called that. But, right, Jace?
Mate, I don't have to answer that question. You can just go back in the episode and find out yourselves. Yeah, I think
I called it in the episode before.
I actually think that the question I asked was, like, if he's a cog in the Brentford system, or if he is Brentford, and obviously you look where Brentford is at, where Tottenham is at, they can answer your question. But I think the reality for these massive clubs is that it's not one man anymore. You know what I mean? Klopp, I think, was enigma in the modern days we are now. Pep, I think, is enigma. But it's not the days of Sir Alex Ferguson where the gaffer runs everything from head to toe. And I think, I'm actually listening to a different podcast on my way home, and they were saying, like, Frank is not the only problem. I'm not saying he's fine, but he's not the only problem. But there's a lot of problems at Tottenham to be fixed. Do you know?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I think it made sense. Thomas Frank going to Tottenham. The whole move made sense to me. I thought it was a great appointment from Tottenham. I thought he was going to do well. But again, this is another appointment at Tottenham where you bring in a coach that has a reputation for playing a kind of certain way, that then the players don't do it and they just fucking give up. Because they've done it for every manager that they've had now.
They're just not very good. They're just not very good, are they?
Exactly. The mediocre, the middle of the fucking road, mediocre team. There's got to be questions of them being in the fucking Big Six now.
Definitely. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. They're finished 17th last season, and they're currently
they
16th,
might go
17th
down this year.
now. Yeah, I mean,
They're
it's
5
possible.
points off the bottom 3. They've sacked fucking manager after manager. I think it was Solskjaer that said, winning trophies papers over cracks. Them beating us in the the Europa League last year has definitely papered over cracks for them because it's
Definitely.
given them so much hope.
And the fella who scored the winning goal isn't even there anymore.
Yeah,
Like, who do they actually have? Like, Kane's gone, Son's gone. Like, who? You look at that Tottenham team, and Solanke isn't going to be the person who's. Yeah, he'll do all right for you. He'll get you a couple of goals, but he's not going to be the person who's, like firing you up the league.
Yeah.
And who else do they have?
I think they've got two genuinely top players, Xavi Simons and Mickey van der Ven, and the rest of them are just average at best.
Yeah, I mean, even like someone like Simons, he looks good, but what's he done this season?
Oh,
Van der Ven is he's obviously class. He's fast.
You put Van der Ven in a different team, I think he's being talked about differently.
But you play him next to a couple of liabilities like Romero and Pedro Porro. It's just.
I think that's another problem too. Is like, well, they have a lot of injury issues, right? And like, Kuleski's still out, Madison's out in terms of creativity and get something done. But like when you got you said his name, the captain,
Romero.
Yeah, when you got him as getting sent off every other bloody game, like you can't have that kind of person leading the entire charge of the system, or like it's a whole mess.
Yeah, he came out and he berated the board about not making any signings in January, and then goes and gets sent off against United, which definitely didn't help them because they was in that game until they got sent off. But
definitely.
Who's
going to go in there though? Like Sean Dyche? Sean Dyche going to go in there?
What?
Keep them up.
Thomas Frank to Forest and Sean Dyche to Tottenham.
Honestly, with that Forest gaffer, that's probably one of the reasons why I bet they will get Frank in.
Yeah. Next permanent manager of Tottenham, De Serbi is 8-11 on. Pochettino's 4-1. Marco Silva 5-1. Hernandez Areola 6-1. Ruben Amorim 15-2.
Okay.
You know what? That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't be the worst fit. I don't know if he's ready to go back in, but
Ruben Amorim won't go to Spurs. Spurs won't go and play a back three and do all that stuff, and
that'd be a nightmare.
They want him out within fucking 3 weeks.
I heard they're gonna get Big Sam in to get 3 massive wins and be done with it.
Seriously? Yeah, man.
It wouldn't surprise me if you saw Big Sam at Forest. I could definitely see that.
Wait, when was the last time he's just podcasting now, isn't he? When was the last time he managed?
Fucking Big Sam.
It'll be class if he came back though. What a
Let's
legend.
see if there's any odds on any of the Forest managers. But I mean, their chairman's a fucking idiot as well. Like, he's so gung ho. They had 35 shots today, Forest against Wolves.
But
the next year of like 2.74, and it was 0-0. Like, I mean,
yeah, you know what? I was looking at some of their results, and they haven't been that. Like, they drew 0-0 against Arsenal. They beat, I think they beat Brentford. Yeah, they haven't won in the last couple, but I think he's such a volatile character that obviously Burnley won today. West Ham have been winning, picking up points recently. He just like shit himself, and
I mean, that's his 3rd dismissal of the season. That's just mental. But yeah, I mean, there's no links to him. But when you're having 35 shots in a game, like, how does that become the manager's fault? You know,
how many on target?
Let me just check. It was on one of these articles I was reading. I'm not too sure.
Anyway, 35 shots is enough.
Okay, they had 8 shots on target.
Oof.
34 shots, 8 shots on target, 62% possession, 454 passes, and a 92% pass accuracy, and the game finished 0-0.
And he got the bullet.
And he got the fucking bullet. Yeah, it's who'd want to be a fucking Premier League manager nowadays?
You know what, though? The money in it. Even if you go in and do a job for 3 months and get your severance package, that'd set you up.
I mean,
I'd have a go.
The last run of form. Oh yeah, I'd have a go for sure. For sure, I'd love to have a go. I could probably do better than half the fucking managers that are out there anyway.
Just get your CV in, lad.
Freshly redone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tied today, lost to Leeds 3-1, drew to Palace, won 4-0 in the Europa League, beat Brentford, lost to Braga, tied with Arsenal and lost to Wrexham in the FA Cup on pens over the last 8 games. So it's not a
what you'd
terrible run.
expect from Forest.
I think the success he had under Nuno, was it last season?
Yeah.
That, he expects them to do that. I mean, they've spent a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But it probably falls down to the recruitment again. Teams are not recruiting the right style of player that combats to the Premier League, I don't think.
Well, I think he really messed that up as well with Nuno. Obviously, their relationship soured, and that's why he had to go. But I mean, you had a.
See you, Jason.
He could have gone.
But
he had a solid coach. I do think he's starting to turn things around at West Ham as well. When it obviously has with the results, but they even seem to be playing better. Players like Somerville coming back in and scoring goals.
Yeah,
so.
he was on fire last night. And West Ham were, every single fan yesterday United were saying, they're going to be a low mid block, low block. They're going to try and hit us on the counter attack, even though they're at home. This is what they've been doing for the last few weeks, and I thought they did a great job yesterday. Got to give them credit for what they did. I thought we looked so fucking leggy, so tired. We didn't start fast. We kind of give them the fuel to hold on a bit, and hindsight's 20/20. But he probably, I'd love to ask Carrick the question: if he'd go back into that game again, would he change the lineup?
Yeah,
going four lineups are the exact same. I thought it was nailed on for Sesko to start yesterday. I was hoping that even two changes, you put Sesko in, you put Mazraoui in at right back, just gives it a little bit of something, because our front four were non-existent yesterday, and Bumo couldn't get into the game. Cunha was just all over the place. Ahmad looked sluggish. When Maguire and Martinez are getting a lot of the ball, and I think we had 15 touches inside their box the whole game, and it just wasn't good. But I love the fact that we went all in for it and tried to get a point, and we did. That's just what you want to do. The Sesko finish was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Xerxes had a header. Casemiro's offside call that I have no idea how that's offside, and it's just fucking his sleeves offside and hair on his kneecap was offside. But we didn't see that 5 centimeter grace that fucking Verts got the other week.
It is, though. It's just the consistency that bothers you the most. You don't miss. I don't know. We talk about it every week, and always kind of jealous of Championship fans who, when a goal goes in, they can celebrate it and not have to.
Yeah.
Shit, was it offside?
Yeah. I think for me, I think there's offside is objective. It's someone thinks it is or someone thinks it isn't. You can't go off I don't care about technology or anything like that, but you can't have any piece of technology that lets you make a call on that because it's objective.
Yeah.
If the ball's in or out, that's not objective. That's a fucking fact. That's what I think that's the only thing VAR should be fucking used for.
What, goal line technology?
Everywhere, on the sidelines, goal line, everywhere. Because, even that red card for Romero against United, I thought it was 100% a red card. People are saying, no, it's not even a red card. Objective call. Let the referee just make the call. And if it's the call, it's the call. Mm-hmm. We're still going to argue whether we think it's right or wrong, no matter what.
Yeah. It hasn't changed anything about that. It's made it more frustrating because it's, the computer's supposed to solve it.
Yeah. And I just think, I don't know. I think VAR's sucking the life out of the game. And I just don't.
100%. If you're offside by your armpit compared to someone's heel, no one would complain about letting that go. If they showed it like they used to, back in the day, and it's oh, was it up? And it looks level, then it's level. Just let it play.
I think they'll bring in the daylight rule next year. there's got to be clear daylight between the players, which, I think you'll see a lot more high-scoring games, I believe. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at what the percentage of goals-wise is from the beginning of the Premier League to now, from VAR and not.
What would the daylight rule be? Would it be like if like the bodies can't be touching, or would it be like say even if the legs were crossed and you could like see through the bodies? Would that still be?
I think it's like say there's bodies there, and even if you can see like that much daylight in between the player,
Yeah,
that'd be daylight, But like that Casemiro goal should never be called offside. Like it was literally his kneecap and his fucking
honestly, yeah,
from
I
here.
hate him so much.
Like he can only score from there, and it was like the top end of that got called offside.
And you can't be sure of that with like the camera angles and stuff anyway. Like you'd need like a sideline camera going up and down and like focusing every
fucking GoPro on, like you said.
Yeah, the ref line it with the GoPro.
Yeah, it's just as much as you can try, it's so hard to say that that's the exact moment that he touched the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't like it. I think it should be used for if it's in or out goal line technology, and that's fucking it. What I would like is a fucking, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but a stopped clock every time the ball goes out of play.
I don't know, because it would end up being games would end up being as long as in American football games.
Yeah, true.
Like if you think they stopped it every single time it went out, it would like how often is the ball in play in a game? Is it like 40 minutes or something?
55 to 60 minutes. So like if you do a 60-minute clock, 2 30-minute half times,
Okay, so you're not keeping it 90 minutes.
No, I won't keep it 9 minutes. I'd change it to 60 minutes. You have 30 minutes each half, and every time the ball goes out of play, it's stopped. Because that's the wasted time. Then there's no argument for added time.
Yeah.
There's no argument for anything. It's just the referee's discretion at the end if he wants to add, like, if the play's still in, add them 30 seconds. But when the ball goes out of that play, that's done.
So that would be so the next time it goes out after the 60 minutes are up, that's when the game's that one. No,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting to try out something like that.
I'd love it. I think I don't know. Just trying to think how the game's boring still. Like for Premier League teams to only be kicking a ball around 52 minutes of a 90-minute game. Like, no wonder why we're all bored and we're all like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
All's out of play for almost half the game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I would say we should do an episode with we could all come up with one rule change, but only 2 rule changes will be it. I can't think of one right now, so we'll leave it there.
We'll see what the other idiots think. But now I'm looking forward to watching Arsenal Brentford tomorrow. Now there's a bit more online for it. United have got 13 days off now because it's FA Cup weekend, I think, this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, Liverpool play Brighton.
So I'm going to be bored out of my head now, not watching United for 13 days. And then we come back and we play Everton away on a Monday night.
Ooh, tough place to go. The Hill Dickinson.
The Hill Dicko.
First time there for United.
Yeah, looks like actually a really nice stadium, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a nice location as well.
Yeah.
To that shit about the shit team. Shit house chance.
Close to you guys.
I know.
What would you do if Everton finished above you this year?
I mean, it's happened before. Who'd say it couldn't happen again? It would be such an incredible drop off after winning the title.
I'm going to say you weren't champions last time, though.
No. Nah, they won't. They'll get top 10. Everton will finish 9th. And Liverpool will finish 3rd. Late season charge now.
Did you say 3rd?
3rd. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's my prediction.
I think you'll finish 5th. I think Villa might slip down, though, to be fair.
That's what I'm banking on.
I'd love it to be City, obviously Arsenal 2nd, United 3rd.
I'd love it to be City.
Yeah, fuck Arsenal.
Love it.
Because they're all scumbag fans. Yeah, City, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think it'll be Villa will fall out to 6th.
See, we didn't talk about Chelsea, dude. I mean, what were they? 2-0 up and then
Oh
drew
shit,
2-2.
yeah. Chelsea 2-0 up against Leeds and then tied 2-2. That's their MO though,
I
as
know.
well. Like, Cole Palmer's wasted at fucking Chelsea, man.
Yeah, he scores penalties anyway. Yeah.
I don't care. It gets them. I'd love him at United. He could be Bruno's replacement for me.
How old is Bruno?
31.
It is. Yeah, it would be a seamless slide in there. I don't think he's going to go anywhere from Chelsea. Chelsea not going to let go of him.
I don't know. The money talks for them.
True. And then, yeah, when he gets past 27 years old, he's probably out as well.
I'd take a Cole Palmer at 27 for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's your top four.
That's
Arsenal,
my top 4.
Arsenal, City, United, Chelsea. City,
Yeah.
Arsenal, United, Chelsea.
City, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Liverpool 5th, Villa 6th. What's the league table right now? Where do they have it? Because you are currently only 8 points behind Villa. So I think the top 6 is the top 6 right now.
Yeah.
Because there's I don't know. Brentford beat Arsenal tomorrow. They go above you, so I don't know.
Right in there.
Yeah, I think that's the top 6. I think that's done and dusted. So that'll be Champions League and Europa League places. But 5th could be a Champions League place with the coefficient because England are doing really well in both competitions. So I think we'll get our 5th spot. But I can see, Villa having a bit of a downturn. See you lot picking back up a bit. Arsenal.
When do Liverpool play United next?
I think it's March 14th-ish, maybe.
And that's at Old Trafford, isn't it?
Yeah. Man United and Liverpool it's in May. That could be tasty coming down the line.
It'll be massive.
We go Palace, Everton, Palace, Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, Leeds, which is a good run, 6 games. You beat Everton, beat Palace, you probably take a tie away at Newcastle, beat Villa at home, Bournemouth and Leeds. I think we're then top 4.
Yeah, that bounce is wearing off, though, isn't it?
No chance. No chance. No bounce with Carrick.
Draw against West Ham.
He's not lost a game as a manager of Man United.
Yeah, it's until you get to Everton.
Yeah, I was listening to Rio's podcast the other day. He had Ashley Williams on and Stephen Howson, and Ashley Williams was kind of saying what I was saying. Like, if he goes and gets United top 4, why wouldn't you hire him? There's a risk to not hiring him, but there's also a risk to keeping him. Like, the players are loving him. The team's playing well. I think we're actually playing some really fucking nice football right now as well. It's good on the eye. We're trying to win and try and get back into games if we're losing. So it's just...
No, I know the risk because he's not proven and stuff, but like not hiring him, you just can't do. If they go and finish 3rd, like you're saying, you can't not give him the job because then you get someone else in and they're, shit again.
Exactly. There's a risk in bringing... You can go and get Tuchel after the World Cup or Luis... I'm going to say this now. I think Luis Enrique is the only one I want. Like, if he was available, sorry, Michael, I'm taking fucking Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I'm like, meh, okay. Tuchel's got previous in the Premier League. Is Nagelsmann going to come in and do well? Like, blah, blah, blah. I just don't know. I think, Carrick gets top 4. Champions League football. Fans are loving him. Players are playing. Why would you not just keep rolling with that?
Yeah, let him have a run at it.
And if you're going to try and go for Tuchel, he's at the fucking World Cup. Same with Nagelsmann. Like,
yeah,
if they go deep into the World Cup, he's not coming in for pre-season. He's not getting the players, and it's just an absolute catastrophe to start with. So, anyway, we digress. We said we was going 10 minutes ago.
Long way to go. 3 months. 3 months in. We'll see.
It'll be a spicy end to the season.
Sure is. I do like that idea for a little international one.
Yeah.
Coming up, though.
Yeah, I think we'll sort that out and get more people on it. Some of these lazy reprobates who pretend they're part of the pod.
Disappointing me, innit? Disappointing.
All right, mate.
But we'll be back.
Next
Better
week.
than ever.
We're back on. Peace out. Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Unreliable Prem Pod. Don't forget to comment, like this, and subscribe. We can't promise we'll be back next week, but we'll give it a go.